It is March, which marks the meteorological start of spring, and with that I'm thinking of all the stuff that needs to get done. The cleanup and the prep for planting, and birds returning. Now we've been feeding the birds throughout the winter from several bird feeders around our property, but they're due for a good cleaning with a little bleach solution to make sure that they're not harboring any disease, since it's a perfect breeding ground given all the birds that visit them. And at the same time, while I'm cleaning up my garden beds and prep for new plantings and having wildflowers and other things hopefully come back, I'm making sure to leave a decent amount of twigs and sticks and small little bits and pieces that birds will use to make their nest, and also that are probably still harboring, sleeping insects, native bees and other things, and give habitat for animals I want to be there. Particularly I'm thinking of bluebirds this year. I've never seen a bluebird on our property, but hopefully with the addition of some birdhouses specifically designed for bluebirds, that they'll start nesting. And I want bluebirds because they are insectivores. They eat insects. And that's what I want in my garden, something to help out and be a natural form of pest control. So I'm not tempted to bring in pesticides or other chemicals to control. I'm far more interested in biological control and creating an ecosystem and environment that is in equilibrium. I'm actually surprised with how good these spinach look. The spinach, and got some broccoli, Swiss chard, lots of things that have done really well over winter. The spinach is most impressive because I never covered it like I did with some of my other beds. So I'll probably harvest this in the next week, because this bed is going to become carrots. So that's the first thing that I'm planting. Carrots followed by, I believe, an amaranth for a green, a summer green. I've got a whole succession planting sort of scheme figured out, and where everything is going to go in the garden. And in addition to all of the annuals that I've been doing, this year I'm going to start getting established some perennials. Right here is going to be an asparagus bed. I've started 2 different types of asparagus from seed, and this area I picked because it's already really sandy, so that should be a good place for asparagus. It's going to be 8 feet by 3.5, the plantable area. So the asparagus may be planted out in the next week or two. I'm going to watch the weather. But this area hopefully is going to be a lot of perennials. I am a little worried though, because I have been fighting the invasives, winter creeper, the honeysuckle, things that I can see already coming back. So once I have plants established, it's going to be hard for me to use any herbicide, so it'll be a lot of manual. I can probably do some spot applications if I'm careful, but I don't want to kill stuff that I spent so much time getting started. I need to clean these up. This right here is some plastic that I've been using to extend my growing season, but I'm particularly excited about this growing season or this year because I already have all of these beds established. Last year, I wasn't able to start planting until April, and that was just on 3 beds. I didn't have this full garden in until mid-May. So now that this is all established, I can get a lot of cold weather crops like this arugula started way earlier. And then I already have some new kale, some broccoli rabe, several different varieties, some cabbage. So that is something that I'm excited for, to see how early I can start things. Because I learned how far I could push the season into winter. Now I get to figure out just how early I can start things. I think with a combination of the plastic, which at this point I think I may not need any more, but then I have some frost cover and other things that I can help ensure that I've got crops going far sooner than I otherwise would. Because growing up, we really didn't get a garden started until probably April, May. So that's my video for this week. Not any one topic, but generally start of spring chores for me and my garden. If you like this video, are interested in gardening, sustainability, quasi self-sufficiency, I've got some qualms with the idea of self-sufficiency, but if you're interested in all that stuff, maybe consider subscribing. And until next time, my name is Tyler Lloyd, and I wish you the very best. See you later.